Hello, lords and ladies, once again to Let's Play Crusader Kings Deus Vult with the Deus Vult Improvement Pack. This is Benny Minister, your knightly commander, sitting in for a while as we go about the medieval realms of Europe and Northern Africa. It's been a little while since I've played, so I know I'm a little bit behind in uploading. Don't worry, I will catch up. I will, I promise. The difference will be after I've uploaded these videos, I will be posing questions to you at the end of the sitting. I will not upload any more videos until you kind of help me answer those questions, because I'm running out of goals here in Deus Vult. I have conquered most of Iberia. One thing I do not want to do is push my southern neighbors off the Iberian Peninsula. I actually want them to establish a strong Islamic Northern Africa / Southern Iberia, I guess. Other than that, I can push north into France. I can go try and conquer England or Ireland and expand my realm. I will be converting this game. I have said this before. I will be trying to convert this game to EU3. How well that goes, I do not know, and I will have to try and find software to do such. If you guys know of any software that can help me change this save file into an EU3 game, I would be much appreciated if you posted a link in the comments. I will meet you all in-game. See you then, folks. Here we are, folks. As you can see, the great green empire that is Navarra and its stretch of the Iberian Peninsula. I don't believe we're at war with anyone currently, but I can check this. Yes, we are at peace in the world, at least for us, which is good, which means we can build up our empire. My hopes for this game is, since I will show you the ridiculous number of titles that we have. We are currently King of Navarra, Aragon, Castile, Leon, Duke of Cordoba, Galcia, and Toledo, Count of Albrecht, Laubard, Navarra, Vizcaya, Castellon, Tarragona, Albacerne, Caliud, Molina, Cordoba, Toledo, La Roya, Saragossa, Lleida, Barcelona, Montpuy, Jaca, or Jassa, I'm not quite sure, and Rosello. We are 47, our name is Felipe de Haro, and our successor is Ramiro de Haro. We're still hoping that our Castilian family actually turns into a nice Basque family, but no hopes on that. But it would make conversion and control easier when I get into EU3. We are currently allied with the Emir of Sevilla, who is also Sheikh of Cadiz, Alcaraz, Almeria, Murcia, Denia, Granada, and Tangiers. So basically the whole southern half. We're hoping that with our piety and the amount of kingdom titles that we have, the Pope will give us the Emperor title. I'm hoping this because I might convert it with the amount of vassals that I have into a save where I basically am the Holy Roman Emperor, if I can hold on to that title till the end of the game. The Emperor title is kind of pseudo you are Holy Roman Emperor. Sometimes there are multiple emperors in the game, so there literally would be multiple Holy Roman Emperors. I'm not sure how I'm going to code that into EU3, but I will try. I don't know how I'm going to switch over the game to represent all these little counties that are independent, but again, I will try. We'll also see how the converter deals with it, because I know in EU3 a lot of these little areas are not present. They're actually put to one title. So we'll see again. Plans for this, I'm hoping that when my king passes on, well, he's married into someone. Oh, oh, that might be incest. I don't know. They're both Jimenez. Anyway, my hopes are that if my king dies, I can take a couple more pieces of Portugal. Portugal is currently at war with the Sheikhdom of Homs, the Emirate of Sevilla, and the Emirate of Damascus. So he probably will lose land, but since we have one province where we completely surround him, he'll probably never give up that land. They'll probably take money from him instead. We also have an interesting war between Brittany and Germany currently. Germany's pulled its empire together again. France is more or less in one piece, except for the independent Duchy of Aquitaine, which is rivals to two kings, both the King of Bohemia and the King of France. We have not very united England here too, with Wales actually expanding into the English territory in Salisbury, Hampshire, and Warwick. We did see in earlier in the game that Scotland was actually going about uniting like all the counts of Ireland, but I don't see that continuing. It looks like he's losing it, and actually this is held by a Muslim Emirate of Tripoli here. We also saw that all the Muslims were expanding into Russia, but they're slowly losing their land here. Turkish, so the Cumans are still around. That's a good thing. Too bad the Peshmergas are not around. I like the Peshmergas. I don't think we still have any more Jewish provinces. Yes, Judaism is no longer a state province choice, so there's no Jewish provinces, so I will not have to worry about converting that into EU3 for this save. We have an independent Shealand from oh, it looks like, no, they just have rebels in Rostock, but they're independent from Denmark. We have a rather strong Sweden. Poland, incredibly strong. We can see some fracturing happening in Hungary with actually a Cuman pagan here. We can see that the Turks, who were up until recently kicking butt and taking names in Byzantium, actually are getting forced out by Byzantine forces and the current the crusade that was called on them a couple episodes ago. Well, sittings, not really episodes for you people watching me on YouTube. Anyway, current plans. I'm hoping that I can go try and push into France over here. It's going to be a hard-fought war, but I'm hoping I can take some of these smaller dukes here, like Almernac or Bordeaux. I'm actually eyeing Montpellier because it's very rich, and Narbonne, maybe Carcassonne. These are richer provinces, usually. Actually, I think no. Archbishop. Anyway, oh, excommunicated Archbishop. I just saw that. That does not sound like a good idea. Oh, and for once I actually noticed this has a little cross on it. I thought didn't notice it was church. I always thought it was a person with an arrow. My bad. I'll try and add more of reading character and stuff to the game. I will read every single thing that pops up that I can see, so you guys will be able to follow along with my thought pattern a bit more, because I'm umming and ahhing in the game. Other than that, I will always continue to post unedited footage as far as gameplay goes. You will see it as I see it. Anyway, let's get this thing started. Oh, wait, before we start, Felipe de Haro is lustful, deceitful, just, zealous, indulgent, a coward, and he has his scholarly theologian upbringing. So, what that means to his stats, just so you guys remember. Lustful gives you +2 in fertility, a -1 in diplomacy, and a -3 to yearly piety, which is probably the reason that I had to have dealt with all that piety hitting earlier. But on the good whim of one of my posters, I did make a bishopric, which is basically taking your diocese bishop and making him a leader of a specific area. Deceitful gives us another -1 to diplomacy, a +1 to intrigue, and then -1 to yearly prestige. I don't think we have to worry with 14,176 prestige. This is the most prestige I've ever had in a playthrough, but it mostly comes from fighting my own vassals and keeping them subjugated. We have just, which gives you a +1 to stewardship and a -1 to martial. Zealous, which gives us a +1 to martial, a +2 to yearly piety, so I don't think we have to deal with we only have -1 to piety. Okay, maybe more than that. We have -3. We have indulgent, +2 to fertility, -1 to diplomacy, and -2 to yearly piety. Well, he's got a lot of fertility bonuses. No wonder he has so many kids. And we have coward, which gives us a +1 to intrigue and -1 to martial. And we have the scholarly theologian, academic stuff, training. So he's got +3 to diplomacy, +3 to intrigue, and +2 to stewardship. So all well and good. I'm hoping that I can pass the throne on at some point. I'm hoping we have a Castilian family that turns into Basque, and I'm hoping that I can take some land up in France here. But that might not happen until France. Let's see if France... It doesn't have any disloyal vassals, really. So we'll have to fight pretty hard for those lands. Anyway, let's get going. I've been talking too much. Talking. Oh. The game's running slower now that it has so much to deal with. Oh, good. Royal Post. Oh, we got Basilican Structures in Laubard. Royal Post in Cordoba. Royal Post, as if you remember, increase the stability of a province. So that's pretty good. Excuse me, folks. Had to stifle that burp. A formal education for a child. So this is Miguel de Comont. So he is related to us. Let's send him to the monastery, because we need a new diocese bishop. I don't think we can appoint one just yet. Let's see. Yep, no one in our court can be diocese bishop. You made a new friend during your education. Colleagues make good friends. They do indeed. And you have a chance of becoming friends with Miguel. Is this Miguel? Yeah, Luis. So he's already friends with Tello. He's friends with Luis now. So the bastard son is friends with 2 of his half-brothers. That's nice. That means he probably won't stab people in the back. Which is better for if I'm ruling and I ever give him titles. Which I could do right now. Religious tensions are rising in your realm. The peasants say they will not obey a ruler who does not share their faith. It's probably one of the Muslim provinces. In Toledo. Toledo is Muslim? It is. Well, we will go with the usual crushing. We will lose 95 gold. We will also gain piety. Funny enough. The province will gain looted. There's a 75% chance of revolt and a 50% chance it turns to Catholic. It became Catholic. That's going to help us in the future. Religious tension and all is not fun to deal with. Still, as you can see, Burgos is still Muslim. Still. They're going to hold on to that, aren't they? Maniac with a religious obsession. That's good. God is the greatest. She gains a whole bunch of traits, which I'm not going to list off. She also increased her piety by 50, lost 1 health, and lost 1 fertility. Well, since she was producing so many children with suffix. Child stewardship abilities have dropped. Not going to go through that. It's Miguel, my bastard son, who lost that. A child's martial abilities have declined significantly. Female, kid. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Why the slowdown, fraps? Ooh, there. I thought we were going to have a problem. Catalina, who's actually Bermundo's daughter. So my character's granddaughter, I guess. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. So we'll go with indeed it is. We will get change in relations with Austrias Ovido. Okay, so this guy up here, I don't know how to pronounce his name, obviously. Yeah. Anyway, and we have a chance that we also become friends with him. Did we? We did, and it's led by a 14-year-old child who's also the Enrique de Leon. So is related to us distantly. So it would be my sister? Yeah, my sister's son. So my nephew who leads that province up there. Castillon is set to prosperous. Okay, well, anyway, since we have all this money up here, we can't build in Molena because of the smallpox, which reduces the gold it's producing, makes the build time ridiculous, and puts up the attrition and pillage stuff. So we're not building there. Can we build anywhere else? Zaragoza. Zaragoza is still Muslim, but we'll give it a castle because we have enough money. Sounds like a good idea. I can't see how that's going to go wrong. How much are we producing, by the way? 130. That's quite a lot of gold. That is significantly huge. Child's martial abilities have declined significantly. Okay. Religious tensions again. Where is it this time? In Cordoba. Yeah, we'll crush them. No, oh, it's Catholic. Good. Good, good. Well, we'll also give the power back to those people. Spread it out a bit. So Cordoba is now Catholic, and Toledo is Catholic. Why won't my other ones convert? Like, the first time those pop up for these ones. Ooh, conversion, 50%. The other ones, no. Never. Zaragoza has been Muslim forever, and Burgos was Muslim for a long time, too. Child's intrigue abilities have declined significantly. Okay. Are we gaining crusades from church donations from traits? Okay, nothing new. We have our Ansuro who's leading that. His son's actually in the successor order, but I don't exactly expect him to inherit. Siblings with Raimundo of Castile, the one he's right beside, Duke of Castile. The one who doesn't like us, actually. I think he... of Almeria is at 30%. Is he losing the loyalty? No, actually. Oh, right, he was rebellious. That's why. Now he's a loyalist. I saw that there before I clicked away. You have fallen in love with your wife. I would assume after this... Okay. It's a marriage of love. We'll get the trait chaste, which is good because it'll get rid of our piety hit. And they'll probably produce more children that way because it makes... I won't get those bastard child events as much. But she's 32, so I'm not exactly expecting much. But it's better they like one another than hate one another. And you can see here the chaste with the little head with the halo over it gives you 1+ diplomacy, -1 to intrigue, which was problem, and +3 to yearly piety, which is +0.3. Oh, and if you guys want to ever calculate how much, okay, so your current gain of 90%. So I get 90% income from my provinces. I have 18 provinces in my demacy. I can control 17 directly. So my controller's intrigue, my ruler's intrigue allows 7. So you can see that is roughly half of this rounded down. Then current century. So since we're in the 1163. It gives me a +1, and since I'm a kingdom, it's a ×2 multiplier. Well, I can live with 90% efficiency. Yeah, it made us lose 15 gold a turn, but we can survive that, I think. I'm not going to build moneylenders. Albrecht can't afford a castle for it yet. Rosello can't build roads. We could build a Templar house, but it would give us -5 gold. I'm not one to jump to that right away. So, yeah. Oh, well, we got some... on here I can read Tarragona has learned astrology and astronomy. And Navarra learned about reinforced leather armor. That's good. Every time you hear the delink sound, it's a good sign. A courtier you trust, tired of the humiliation to serve a lord who doesn't enjoy a good reputation among his peers at all, is preparing to move elsewhere. Oh no, don't say it's so. But you're actually good. Money can... well, let's do that. Because we have money. And he cost us a lot. Wow. Wow, but we need a good marshal. And he's going to... why did I do that? He's 65. Well, hopefully we'll recoup that money before it becomes any annoyance. Formal education for the child. At court, because she's a girl, a Hungarian girl, with my last name, so she's related somehow. At court, because she can't become a bishop, and the court education is very good if I have good courtiers for it. Fishing wharf in Barcelona. That's good. What can we build in Barcelona? Nothing, because we have no money. That's right. We need money to build things. My silliness.